The 25th anniversary Megatins are here, and we have quite a lot of things to go over now. This set has quite a bit of cards to actually take a look at and go over because we have tons of secret rares being 70. I think we have a total of 50 ultras, and then we also have 28 super rares. So let's take a look at it and let's talk about the tins. So the sets that got shorthanded in the whole entire tins were things like Battle of Chaos and Power of the Elements. So there's quite a bit here and there that aren't filled. So let's talk about some of the parts in the tins. We have the full Libromancer deck. We have the reprints to Blue Eyes and the Dark Magician stuff outside of the common that wasn't there. Dimension, whatever it was, Dimension something, but yeah. Now let's talk about other things. Full Dynamorphia is cool. Illusion of Chaos reprint is huge. Floowandereeze and the Adventure finally has a reprint, so that is nice. And let's talk about other things. So we have most of the Therians in here. I think a couple were skipped out. We also have the full Scareclaw package in here, all the Scareclaw cards, which is one thing that's amazing. Albaladatus as an ultra rare. We also have a lot of the zombie cards. Some of them got skipped because they were already common, so that is fine. We also have other cards here and there. Banishment, a good secret rare rarity bump, which is great to have. Then we also have Pastel Kuvotu, which is in here. This is the Pendulum Fusion Monster, TCG exclusive, so there's that. More Libromancers. We have Spirit of Neos, Crosskeeper, so some of the hero stuff got in here. The fusions did not, but everything else did. So that is very interesting to say the least within this. And as I'm going on with this video, there's many things going on, so I'm sorry about that. Rika Con is a common, sadly. The one card I did want to talk about is Branded Expulsion is in the tins, which is very interesting to say the least. And I just now noticed my thing isn't moving because I have it on a separate piece. So there we are. Branded Expulsion is here. Which begs me the question is if this card is going to be coming off the list and they're going to be banning the Gimmick Puppet, which in my opinion is the wrong card to ban. Pit Knight early, you got a rarity bump. We have Spellbound, rarity downgrade. If you're a Blackwing player, your deck got so many upgrades, it is insane. Bystials are all in here, which is amazing. All of them are secret rare though, so that is going to be a little annoying to pull. Same for all the Kashtira monsters, they're in here as well, but they're all secrets too. Ninja's got a reprint, which is very good, still very budget. We have Nichiria, Mole, Cricket, Camellia, and Blessing all in here with rarity bumps. We have the Draco Slayers in here, all rarity bumps too. And there's just quite a lot of good cards in this whole entire set that really makes up for some of the issues I have with it. So every single Labyrinth card and Runic card is in here, along with Exosister, which is amazing for 3 whole decks that you can build. Martha and their other trap card are in here. Labyrinth has only missing Big Welcome, which is fine. Runic, they're not missing anything because Gary is also in here. I think it's Gary. Or no, Freaky. Yeah, Freaky is in here. Freaky. My main issue with the Megatins is the Adventure reprints, because we had these reprinted back in our Battle Legends sets, and they're reprinted again. So that's one thing we have to deal with, having more reprints to these as a double reprint. Now, some of the interesting import reprints in here, we have Dragoonidia Sonatus, Noble Knight Custonin, Perfect Sync Aeon, DDD Rebellion King Leonidas, Amorph Pain, the Imagination Draco Overlord, Number C32 Shark Drake Vice, and Crawler Receptor. These are 7 reprints that weren't from 2022, And these are probably going to be helping out future support or cards that needed to be reprinted for support that decks recently got. Then we also have Camelot, Realm of Noble Knights and Noble Arms, Time Thief, Power Reserve, and Spiral Double Agent. Before we get into these three, I do want to cover a certain card that is in the tins. And this certain card is Amorph Actor Pain, the Imagination Draco Overlord. This card got errata buffed from the effect of, if this card is ritual summoned, your opponent skips their next main phase 1. 2, if this card is ritual summoned, skip the main phase 1 of your opponent's next turn. So this is not an activated effect, so it is now, when it's summoned, it automatically applies. So this card got giga buffed, so now it works like the OCG. Now let's get into the TCG exclusives, being Spiral Double Agent. If you have a Spiral card you control, or if you have a Spiral card on your field or in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's field in defense position, but it cannot be treated nor be used as material for a Fusion Synchro Exceed or Link Summon. Then both players reveal the top card of their deck. You can only use this effect of Spiral Double Agent once per turn. All Spiral monsters on the field gain 500 attack. Also, Spiral Super Agent on the field can attack directly. So this card alone, you just hand off to your opponent so they can't imperm you, or realistically evenly match you. So that is very useful. Only thing you can do with it, you have to Book of Moon it or give it back to your opponent somehow, or destroy it by battle. So there's many things that this card can, problems that this card can create, and honestly it's a good card in my opinion. Next up we have Time Thief Power Reserve. It is a continuous trap card. Special summon this card as a normal monster, Psychic Dark, level 4, 1900 attack, 2500 defense. This card is still also treated as a trap. Then you can special summon one Machine Time Thief monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. If you control an Exceed monsters that has both a spell and trap as material, you can banish this card from your graveyard, banish one card on the field, and you can only use each effect of Time Thief Power Reserve once per turn. So overall, this is a very good card, and it does help the deck depending on the situation you need, because this, you can send it off of, I believe, off of a Temp Whaler and banish this to get the banish effect, which is very useful. And then finally we have Camelot, Realm of the Noble Knights and Noble Arms. This is a field spell, which is awkward because it activates a field spell from your deck. Once per turn, if a Noble Knight's card you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you could destroy one equipped card you control instead. During your main phase, you could banish this card until the next standby phase, and if you do, place one Noble Knights of the Round Table from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in your field zone. Then you can special summon one Artorias monster or add to your hand one Noble Arms card from your deck or graveyard. You can only use this effect of Camelot, Realm of the Noble Knights and Noble Arms once per turn. This card is not as good as I thought it was going to be, but honestly, it is a card that helps tutor out Noble Knights of the Round Table, but I wish it was a continuous spell over a field spell, and honestly, I really hope that these tins do well since it's 25th anniversary. And as you can see, we have the full list here of the secret rares, ultra rares, and super rares for you to view. As always, I'm going to have this document linked in the comments below. But anyways, I've been Bolt Spider. See you guys in the next video, and goodbye.